Thanks, Derek. On to you, Kirk, on City and County of Honolulu.
Governor, I was thinking, you started with Kauai, which is the oldest island with the youngest mayor, and you're ending up with the youngest island with the oldest mayor. No offense, Mayor Kim, but the thing that connects all of us is all of us have a tie to Hilo except for the governor. And maybe Mayor Kim can explain that later.
Mayor Kim, Harry, over to you.
Well, after that, I don't know what to say. But I think it's appropriate, Gov. We'll put kidding aside a little bit. This could have been bad. Right now, what this morning's figures show that 37 states are either just stable type, not going up, not going down. There are states in regards to 15 of them. Stats are still going up. I think our problem never came up to be of hospital shortages and those kind of things, of any crisis. I think they've said it all. When you made a decision and decision had to be made, the virus is coming from outside in or from inside because it went to the outside and brought it back. You knew, we all knew the tremendous impact we're going to be made once we made that quarantine rule of 14 days, no matter where you came from. It was going to shut off the world that we depended on economically. And that's what everybody's talking about. And with that shutting off the economy of the state of Hawaii, we shut off the incoming viruses. And that's why we are where we are. I think we are the envy of the world, not just the states where we are. That doesn't mean we're going to let off. We all know that. But my goodness, all you have to do is turn on the morning news, evening news, or afternoon news, and see what's happening worldwide. We all know about the country of Brazil, the whole country. We all know about New York, New Jersey, and other states. That's what we're all thanking you for.
Okay, this one is something you guys can all respond to. What do you say to residents and visitors who grow complacent when they see the low number of COVID cases? And I think we're seeing increase, less discipline in responding to the mandates. And we can start with Mayor Kim and go quickly through.
It's easy to be complacent when things are going good. I think from the very beginning, everyone was saying that there are so many things we have to learn about this disease. Unfortunately, what we're learning are making things even more difficult. What I think recently mean in the past 2-3 weeks especially, that the asymptomatic people are the biggest carriers because, they look healthy. And I think New York, which got the slam for the United States because of that one big mistake. They were looking towards China because everyone said China and forgot to look at Europe. And now that we can look back and know that that's where it came from for the East Coast anyway. Right now, Hawaii is in such a great shape, and I'm telling truthfully, I say my grace of thank you for that. That we can talk about this. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Because we're in such good shape. And I think all of us here in the screen of 5 of us, led by our governor, put the priority on the community's health first, and rightfully, secondly, is the economy, knowing how important that is too. And all of us, I think, will agree we'd rather be a little slower in opening things up than too fast. And the easiest thing to do is just opening it up. But I think all of us want to do that. We know how impatient people are, and rightfully so, and understandably so. But we have to make sure first that it is safe.
Harry, the next question is for you. Ivy, thanks for joining us. When can you open up camping on the Big Island? And connected to that, when will the swimming pools on Hawaii Island be open?
I'll answer the second question on swimming pools that Kirk touched on. I stated how much we have to learn, and one of the things about swimming pools, I was trying to read up on it and listen to people that are the so-called experts and realizing how dangerous that is. I think everyone who swims, especially if you're in a swimming pool, you know that almost everybody takes in water in the mouth and spit it out to blow their nose, and Lord help us, people even urinate in a pool and whatever, in a contained pool, except for the Pacific Ocean. I would not feel safe until I have all the information I need to know that those things are not going to be passed on to me. So be aware that the swimming pools is one of the areas you're going to look at very carefully. Remember, all of us here, to all the viewers out there, all of us, your 5 leaders of this state, the commitment was made from day one, not of convenience to open it up. The economy is important, but that's got to be second. And I think we all agree, number one has to be the safety of the people. And I'll say this, a swimming pool, it's a thing that's nice to have, but definitely don't need to have. We got a beautiful ocean out there. So I'm not trying to be sarcastic about it, but I just want to urge caution, especially the fact that the world is still learning about this virus that I forgot who to use the word. I think it was the mayor from Maui that said, or Kauai rather, sneaky. It's a good description of what the world is dealing with, this new pandemic. And I'm going to abide by what the experts say we can or cannot do or should or should not do. What was that about?
Camping.
Oh, camping. Camping should be one of the things that we can open. The national park, I think, is going to start to open, and that's a beautiful part of all of our islands. Those are the things that if the numbers are okay, I think it's going to be things that are going to be open without a problem.
Bryson, thanks for joining us from Hawaii Island. For Mayor Kim, when are you going to open up the gyms, and what restrictions do you think will be put in place?
Well, that's going to, basically after June 1st, most of those will be open. You're talking about the private gyms. But I think all of us agree that, the guidelines of what numbers game is, the distancing and all of those things. Regardless of what we open, I need to make it clear there that everything has to be within the confines of those things, of distancing, group gathering and those things, face masks. And those gyms will be open. I said for the most part, almost everything will be open. I can identify those things that are not. But I think people will see that almost all the counties will be opening it. I think all of us have made it clear that it does not take away the restrictions and what they can or cannot do within that.